It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter, it's Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
First play, and Heineke looking to pass it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw, Heineke. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly touted Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Here we go now on first and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 6 yards away. And the Jags are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. Here's Heineke. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. On the return, here's Agnew. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Finding room at midfield, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. On 2nd down, a run to Gibson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw is Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they'll get this down to the 10. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
1st down, Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Washington first down. 1st and 10.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now it's a bootleg with Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. 21-3 is your score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Heineke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 36, Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Heineke. And that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Heineke. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point try now for Patterson. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. And tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Heineke on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Throwing, Heineke. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Heineke again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to 28-10. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, it's only week one, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Let's go, man.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports. Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Fielded right around the 8. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he's really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On 1st and 10, Heineke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down, Heineke to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll Again, it's Robinson. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
An extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Lawrence going to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Heineke now from the 50. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll throw again. Heineke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A first down throw for Heineke. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. It's a throw again is Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They find some open field here. Terry McLaurin, touchdown. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. On first down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Logan Cook, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now Lawrence finds his man yet again. That's Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 36 yards. And the Jags have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the gun, Heineke. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Heineke. Step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Lawrence. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.